5 minutes a day changed my marriage, my faith, and my mental health. And it came from someone I barely knew dancing in a synagogue. Now, I don't get into these woo-woo mystical things, but this really is something that is life-changing. And there is science behind it. Let me start by telling you what happened in our Friday night Kabbalat Shabbat service at the synagogue a few weeks ago. I saw someone that I know casually, and he knew that we were going through some trying times right now. You know, living in Israel comes with constant tension and uncertainty. But on Friday nights, our synagogue, it's very special. We welcome Shabbat with singing and dancing. This is in the Hasidic tradition. And while I personally do not identify as a Hasid, I'm just a regular Jew, nonetheless, I love praying with the Hasidim. And as we were singing and dancing around the Bema, this Hasid that I only casually know came up to me and suggested, spend 5 minutes a day dancing. Now, a few years ago, if someone had said that to me, I might have laughed. But this time, I felt in my spirit that this was exactly the advice that I needed. I went home and gradually started incorporating that into my daily routine. I just found some Hasidic dance music on YouTube and started dancing in my office. I'm sure that to an outsider, it looks like I totally lost it. But what this has done for me is incredible. It's given me a much more positive attitude. I feel much more connected with God and much more able to do what needs to be done during the day. My regular dance routine has not replaced my traditional prayers. I still pray 3 times a day with the traditional Jewish prayers. But dancing actually helps me relate even more with my traditional Jewish practice. I also told my wife, and you know what happened? We started dancing together regularly. Unfortunately, we have missed some days, but I notice what happens on the days that we miss. And the truth is that I feel like I've missed out on an intimacy with her that I could have had. When we dance together, number one, I feel much more connected to Lydia and much more in love with her as when we first got married. Number two, I just feel happier and more grateful to God that He gave me Lydia. 5 minutes of dancing did more than a date night. It brought back the feeling of when we first got married. And all of this gives me the faith to continue serving Hashem and living in Israel as I believe God has called us to do. Now, why does this dancing work? There is a principle in Judaism that the Shekhinah, or divine presence, does not dwell in someone when they are depressed. Now, I want to be clear on this. I agree with Kohelet that there is a time to dance and there is a time to mourn, as Ecclesiastes 3:4 says. But mourning a loss is not the same as being in depression. Depression does bad things to the body and soul. We are meant to be in connection with God. Now, of course, you don't have to be Jewish to be in connection with God. But our Torah teaches a lot about connecting with God that most non-Jews are completely unaware of. However, not only does the Jewish tradition teach that depression is bad for the body and joy is good, so does modern science. There's much research demonstrating the healing effects of a positive mental attitude, strengthening the immune system and leading to greater physical health as well. It's not the place to go into all that, but Google it and you'll find an abundance of research proving the point. Now, if you think this video would help someone else you know, please forward it to them. And if you like these videos, please like, subscribe, and comment below. If you would like to grow deep in your study of the Bible in the light of Jewish tradition, you're welcome to sign up for my free weekly newsletter by clicking on the link below. And if you'd like to grow deeper in your understanding of the Jewish Bible by learning Hebrew or improving your Hebrew that you have already studied, consider joining the Institute for Torah and Semitic Languages. You can get a 2-week free trial by clicking the button below. I pray that God would continue to draw all of my listeners closer to Himself. All the best. Sometimes the holiest thing you can do is look a little foolish.